A very good morning wherever you're watching from in Uganda. This is Network Admin in Uganda behind the mic. This is Heyball International Thailand. Stop. This is MOH. The guy is just coming back from 2 down. He is now leading by 3 frames to 2 against Chris MELLING. Black Tiger in the comment section, you saying all the way Chris MELLING, means you're rooting for Chris MELLING. And Chris MELLING is here now, is behind. By the way, look at these Heyball balls nowadays they are using in those tournaments. These are the same ball that featured in the recently concluded Heyball Champion of Champions that happened in Australia. At least you can see and you can know that okay, this guy is playing this ball or this one is playing this. After snorkeling Chris MELLING, now MOH has a chew ball in his hand. And now if it goes by the way he's planning to play, he's a good shooter according to the way he has just played those recent 3 frames. He has won in a row to come on top, now leading by 3 frames to 2. He has been shooting quite perfectly well. Nice chew ball management from the guy MOH. Look at the chew ball movement. I think he's okay. We'll be going for the ball just on the
Now going in the corner pocket for the ball that is just on the right top left of the table. He concentrates, he takes the shot, he gets it perfectly well, and now he gets another two ball to play the next orange ball into the corner pocket left of the table. Moikini Ho, he puts and he slightly moves the two, another bouncing of another yellow, orange ball, to get it in a perfect space, maybe to put either in this corner pocket, in the center pocket on the right, with a slight two ball, maybe back a spin. He puts, and now he is two orange balls away. And now look at that two ball management and control is up against the remaining orange ball, with the white two ball bouncing of the top cushion into a pretty space to put the black ball into the center pocket left of the table. More Kini Ho makes it 4 frames in a row. Now he is leading by 4 frames to 2 against Chris Melling. They are racing to 9. Ladies and gentlemen, look at the way Chris Melling is sitting in his chair, observing. Remember, it is winner breaking. Winner will break. You win a frame, you break. Now making is leading by 4 frames to 2. After going 2 frames down, is now 2 frames up. Ladies and gentlemen, you most welcome to this live. This is Network Admin Uganda. Behind the microphone, call him Alex. I can tell you, you may say Chris Melling is in a little bit of trouble. It is a winner breaking, so you win a frame, you break the next one. The guy has just won 4 frames in a row, and he was down by just 2 frames to 0, and now is up by 4 frames to 0. To 2. And they are racing to 9. More Kini Ho break. He breaks and deports at least a blue ball. He breaks and deports at least a ball on the break. Ladies and gentlemen, according to the ball, they are standing according to the standing of the orange ball on the table. This could be another break and run. Another maybe way, another maybe reason for Chris Melling to continue whirling. Rest 9, Moi Kini Ho. I don't know whether that's how they pronounce this guy's name, but he is shooting to kill, is shooting perfectly. Ladies and gentlemen, these guys. But another shout out for those Caesar fans in the recently concluded 8A Ugandan Super 8com, where Lukomo Hazard, the Truth nicknamed, emerged the winner in the prize ceremony. We saw where the management of 8A awarding Caesar Chandiga a brand new K9 Heyball table. That was a really amazing news for all of Caesar fans and maybe for Africa at large. He is the ambassador of Heyball in Africa. So, meaning Caesar will be praying, maybe Caesar will be practicing always, all time on that table to improve his performance in these championships. Nonetheless, Moi Kini Ho, he is just too orange. Is he contemplating for a connection here? Moi Kini Ho for a connection. He misses. Look at the way Chris Melling, the magician, jumped off the chair to come. Maybe this is the time to correct his errors, maybe to pull one back and another one back, and maybe another one to regain his lead. Nonetheless, he's playing a safety here. How safe is this is? They are playing as well on international rules. You put your opponent's ball and then it is one shot, and you don't lift the chew ball unless the chew ball is potted. And now here you may say Chris Melling is back on the table after Moi Kini finding his ball and he didn't pot as well. It's the time for Chris Melling again tracing. He needs this frame more than Moi Kini. He still is playing a safety. Ladies and gentlemen, how safe this could be? Chubo is safe. And maybe this is the time Moi Kini to play and maybe pot Chris Melling brew, or go for a combination. He plays and he puts Chris Melling's ball, and now Chris Melling still has the upper chance. Will Chris Melling snooker this one again? He goes for a safety. I don't know how safe that shot was, but now Kini, I think he's checking. See, I'm sure this is not a straight, is partially snookered. He has to play off the cushion. Moi Kini. He goes. Oh, he misses. True. kiss artist Heyball. He almost went for a shot to pot that ball. And now Chris MELLING still with the upper hand to win this fairy flame, and maybe he pulls one back. And the rest MELLING, he goes, he gets a perfect chubbo to pot another bro. Chris MELLING, the magician, with a perfect shot. Wow, look at that chubbo movement from the magician. Now 2 blues away to the 8 ball, the black ball. Ladies and gentlemen, look what a perfect shooting from the magician. That is the real magician, I know. Wow. Now 1 bro, he needs to be on target. He goes on target, up against the black, and the magician pulls 1 back. It means he is to break the next frame after winning this frame. It is now 3 to 4 race to 9, ladies and gentlemen. Chris MELLING is breaking frame number 8. He breaks, and at least he puts a ball. I think it was a that is the magician, ladies and gentlemen. Chris MELLING once again on the table. Chris MELLING is still on the table. He puts another brew, and now look at where he pressed the chubbo. And once again, the comment section, there is a guy called PN Ezekiel. He is my little brother. How are you doing, bro? You supporting who? Is you supporting the Moikin Ho, or you looking for the Chris Mailing. Chris Mailing, he puts another brew and he moves a relatively nice chew ball for an X. Is now 2 brews away to the 8 ball, to the blacker ball, to make an equalizing frame with a break and run. And you get wow, perfect shooting from the magician. Up against the remaining brew, he needs the chew ball to bounce off like maybe 1, 2 or 3 cushions. He bounces, and now it looks like the magician is in trouble after snookering himself. Here I think he's contemplating to go for a jump shot, and that's why he's changing his chew stick. The little the magician, he goes for a jump shot. He finds the 8 ball, the black ball, but he doesn't pot. And now Moikin Ho, this is the chance maybe he was waiting for to get a chance in play in a. He comes on the table in this fairy flame. I think this will be a very simple rolling the brown, the orange. Is those balls brown or orange? Guys, in the comment section, you can tell me. Are they brown or orange? I think they are brown. Putting one brown into the center pocket on the right, another one is still on the same pocket with a top back spin. A top spin. Moikin Ho maybe is shaking his head, I don't know why. He's going for a sharp cut. I think to put that brown still in the corner center pocket. He gets it right. Just putting 3 of his last potted balls in the same center pocket on the right, and then he gets a perfect. I think without the benefit of doubt, Moikin Ho will be clean. I will be clearing the flame. Kevin Kirawo. Kevin, you saying they are brown? Yeah, I think they are brown balls, ladies and gentlemen. And what's your view, as I asked earlier, like between these brown and blue balls compared to the other Heyball balls they have been using? This one, they are pretty much identified. You can identify. I know it is challenging sometimes to guys watching the Heyball and those other Heyball balls. Moikin, he almost potted the chew ball. Nonetheless, he was lucky enough not to pot it, and now up against the 8 ball. He's going for a sharp cut. He's going for a sharp cut. He puts it in the center pocket on the left of the table. He increases his lead to 5 frame to 3 against I think against Chris Melling, the magician. And it's now time out, ladies and gentlemen. Why are they not having a timer? I don't know, but I can't tell you. But recently, if you've been following these tournaments, so far there have been no, they have been not using those timers like in the recently concluded champion of champion tournament that was in Australia just weeks ago. There was no timer in those games, I can tell you. Time out, rest to 9. More Keen Ho against Chris Melling. Rest to 9. More Keen 5. Chris Melling 3. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're just joining the live, this is Network Admin Uganda bringing this live just live. I myself, I am just here in Makerere University, where most of the time I base from. I think Chris Melling is just back in his seat. He can't even take much time, just resting there, maybe easing himself, because the guy is ahead of him by just 2 frames. As the Moikin is leading by 5 frames to 3. Chris Melling kale nnyo ennaku ezimu mbeerawo. And we are back. Frame number, I think is frame number 9. And Moikin breaks and he puts one ball. What time is Caesar playing? Kevin, I can't tell you. I don't know whether Caesar even traveled for this international tournament, because this tournament is in Thailand, and Caesar they are just going they are going in South Africa, just if not tomorrow, maybe on Monday, and they are going to play ultimate pool championship in Mpumalanga, South Africa. So I don't think Caesar Chandiga is there. He never traveled for this tournament. Nonetheless, Moikin only needs 4 frames to eliminate Chris Melling from this tournament. Nonetheless, more king is moving the chubo here perfectly into pretty much positions where he can pot the remaining blue one, and maybe once again to pull another frame to extend his game cushion to 3 frames by reading by maybe by 6 frames to 3 against the magician Chris Melling. Look what the way is choosing, look at the way is playing. Just a simple back spin, and now he gets a chubo in a pretty much press with where he can play a direct shot to pot the 8 ball. Now he extends his game cushion to 6 frames to 3 against the Chris Melling. Ladies and gentlemen, in the comment section you can tell me, do you think Chris Melling will have a chance to play back in this game? Because if the guy is just going with break and run, it means Chris Melling will not have a chance to play back, will not have a chance to play in this frame, or maybe in the remaining frames, because remember it is winner breaking. Kelvin, you saying you think this is going to be for Moiken? I think the way he is shooting is perfect. Well, nonetheless, he just breaks dry in this current frame. Now Chris Melling, this is the chance maybe I've been talking about. Now Chris Melling to be back in the game, he needs to win this by a single visit, and then he breaks and still he play break and run, such that he can come back in the table, or maybe in the frame, in the game, once and for all. Once again, let me take a big thanks to all guys who are watching live, and those who are taking their time even to comment. Black Tiger, Ezekiel, Calvin, Jonah Agaba, thank you all guys. Aziz, it will be 9-5 in favor of Ken. Alright, your guess is as good as mine. Let's watch. Chris Melling give the chance back at Moi Ken, and now Ken is concentrating to play, and he puts Chris's blue, and he takes control of that pocket. The national rules: potting your opponent's ball, it is not a foul as long as you used your ball to play. And as well, you get only one shot. Chris with a sharp cut. Oh no, I think Chris is not on his best. He misses that shot, ladies and gentlemen. Kuma catch. Geoffrey, you saying thank you, bro. Once again, I also thank you guys for watching. We are inside, and you may say this international Heyball Open is presented by Joy Billiards and they are win close. Silent stop. And the rest Moikin praise a safety. How safe that could be. Maybe Chris Melling could maybe contemplate go for a connection here. If we can all the way find his dirty blue just next to the other, he played that and then he connects. Maybe he play off his blue and he puts in the center. You may say maybe he may come back in the game. And the rest, he's a magician. Let's see what he's contemplating here. He goes for another shot and safety as well. Maybe taking control of the 8 ball, locking it somewhere where maybe if Moikin can clear the table and then he finds a disturb, he finds maybe challenge in playing the 8 ball. And the rest, he's inspecting the table, Moikin, to see what shot could he be going for. He goes and he doesn't put. The intention is to hide the 2 ball from Chris Melling, maybe leaving him with no option of potting any ball. I think this is the time. Wow, Chris Melling plays a snooker, but I think it is a partial snooker. He may go, Kenny may go off the cushion to find any of his balls. Moikin, this time he finds his ball, he doesn't pot, and now I think Chris Melling is shaking his head. The guy is playing is a bit tough. Tough, like as the word tough it may be. Chris Melling, he takes a shot and he opens up the 8 ball and then he doesn't pot. He is in trouble, and Moikin just jumps off the chair, just inviting the opportunity Chris has just given him. Maybe this is the time to go for the flame now, according to the way he's calculating. After inspecting, he now takes his shot. After taking, all his intentions and all his minds are only on one ball, just that brown ball just next to Chris, three blues of Chris MELLING, just at the top of the table, on the left of the table there. He's looking for a way maybe to bring the 8, the chubo in the perfect space where he can put that ball. And I guess that's where Chris MELLING, he is betting. His bet is on that ball, ladies and gentlemen. For all the chances, if we can come back on the table, that's where it will all start from. He is looking, is seeing as we are doing, as Moikin takes the control of the game. By the way, if you were not here at the start of this live, Chris MELLING was ahead. He was leading by 2 frames to 0, and now Moikin, he is 6 frames, you may say 3 frames up against Chris MELLING, as is leading by 6 frames to 3 in a race to 9. And look at that, the 8 ball bouncing off the top cushion. Will it come in a perfect space where he wants it? He will not snooker himself. Oh my god, he snookers himself. He almost got it to a perfect place where he wanted it, but it moved a little bit, and now he makes a fall after putting the chubo. Chris MELLING, that's where his bet was, and you may say Chris won the bet after Moikin didn't get it. And now Chris shooting so perfectly, shooting very fast, one by one. Chris, Chris now he gets the 8 ball. He goes for a shot and he pulls one back. Chris MELLING 4, MOH 6. These two are racing tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching. We are more than 20 watching, only 8 have liked. Kindly you like the live, Once again, thank you guys for watching this match. It is looking amazing as the magician is just chasing the guy, and now after getting one back, I'm making 4 to 6. Maybe this is the chance. If he breaks this and he gives us a break and run, you may say Chris will be back in the game. Nonetheless, we are here to witness as the game unfolds. Chris MELLING breaks, ladies and gentlemen. Oh wow, another dry break from Chris. If you want to win this game, Chris break and report. This dry break, they have costed him the game, you may say. He has had I think in the games he broke the table. Chris, he just had 3 dry breaks. And now MOH invites Chris back after potting Chris's ball. Now a chance is back. A chance is a chance. He goes for a bank shot. He puts the opponent's ball using his, and now just giving the chance back as it came. That's how he gave it back, Chris. Chris, if he doesn't want, if he's to bring back the game into he may be a control of himself, he needs to win this frame. Nonetheless, he goes for the brew. He gets it right with a perfect two ball, rolling, bouncing off the top cushion, moving into a pretty much space where I can put the other brew just bottom of the table, right of the table, right of the corner pocket of the table, with a two ball bouncing off the other brew. Wow, you may say that was a good shot opening up that brew. Nonetheless, he is shaking his head because the two ball, it is not right perfect for him. He goes for sharp cut. Wow, the magician, that is a shot, a shot to win maybe this frame. Nonetheless, the two ball moves a little bit far from where he wanted it to be, maybe to stop. Now Chris has to resync once again. He goes, Chris. Wow, he fails to put his ball after putting his opponent his ball. Now Mo is invited back on the table. You may say Chris is living dangerously in this game. Sinaba kyakola wano mpola mpola. Chris, he gets to put a ball and now this is the time he has to pull one back, and now he pulls another one back, making it 5 6, making it 4, making it 5. Chris mailing once again, he pulls one back. He's now has to break and put at least the next frame. The Mario magician, as is pulling one back one by one. They are racing to 9. It looks like now Chris needs 4 frames and now Moiki needs 3 frames. Chris concentrates, he takes the shot, and this time round he at least puts a ball on the break. Once again, allow me talk about Hicross constructions. For all the guys watching, if you may be kind of based in Uganda, you may give these guys jobs, maybe projects. Hicross constructions deal in constructing roads, swamps, those things of gabions. Talk about bridges, talk about box culverts. Ladies and gentlemen, Chris MELLING, he's fighting to pull one back, maybe to make it all squares 66. He is now 5 orange away to make it an equalizing frame. That's Hicross Company Construction Limited for you. There, that's you all guys. Don't snooker yourself, Chris. Wow, he gets his that. Now going for a sharp cut, putting in the center pocket on the left, right of the table, and then the tube bouncing of the top cushion into a pretty much space where he can put still is on the left or right center of the table. Chris, yes. Ladies and gentlemen, and now it is all squares 6 6 raised to 9. Ladies and gentlemen, I had some challenge with the network. I hope this time we are back. I had some challenge of network issues. Now we are back live and kicking. And now Chris Mailing turning the things back after going 6 frames to 3 down is now leading by 8 frames to 6. He only needs 1. He needs a big break in this last frame. He breaks and he at least puts a bow on the break, a brown one. The magician, the real magician, Chris Mailing, he is now in the lead, in the driving seat. He only needs 1 frame, and if he can give us a break and a finish, that will be once and for all. He goes after putting the brownie ball on the break. He goes for the blue balls. They are pretty much in space. He can, according to his capability and the ability to move the tube ball on the table, you may give him a benefit of doubt that he is going for a single visit. Look at the shooting. The real magician, Chris Mailing, the magician. He asks the umpire maybe once again to clean the tube. Ladies and gentlemen, he's now 3 balls away to the 9, maybe to the 8 ball, to the black ball, and once again to win the match once and for all. Chris Mailing now 3 balls, going for 1 on the center pocket, left of the table. The tube ball moving perfectly, maybe into a pretty much space to get a tube ball where he can put. Now the another blue into the corner pocket, left of the table. That is the tube ball he was praying for, and then he gets it right. And now he needs a tube ball to maybe to stand, maybe to stop where this blue is, which one is the one who is going to play. And now he put the remaining one blue into the center pocket, left of the table still. Now he goes for the other left of the table, a simple roll. Ladies and gentlemen, the real magician misses to put this. Wow, I didn't saw that one coming. I may confess. Giving back a chance to Moiki, who is inviting this table back perfectly. Oh wow, Moikin has just missed a crucial shot, inviting Chris Mailing back on the table, who also needs only 1 frame to win the match. And this time round, you may say Chris Mailing is going for the mask. Ladies and gentlemen, Chris is going for the last blue, put in the center, and Moikin concedes. It means Chris Mailing 9, Moikin 6, after going 3 frames down, making a maybe by Kin was leading by 6 frames to 3, and now Chris Mailing has just pulled 6 flames straight to win the match, and he proceeds into the next round. Soon I'll be seeing which match to give you back. Like for now, I may say have a lovely lunch and afternoon. See you soon, ladies and gentlemen.